let's start with the Eastern Conference first, and we can literally go top to bottom. I'm fine with doing that. I grade it based on the scale of what is the best outcome for them in terms of like going into the season and like where we at right now. That's kind of how I did it. So starting with the Cleveland Cavaliers, I gave them an A+. I feel like this is a overall just great year for Cleveland, which I'll give them.
Same.
A+.
Agreed.
A+ is solid. I mean, I feel like you can't get any better than what the Cleveland Cavaliers did this or have done, this season. Of course, the Rockets got them the other day, but I still feel like we all came into this season thinking that Boston was the clear best team, and Cleveland was like, hold on, like we fighting too. We fighting too. So I think we all can agree A+ for the Cleveland Cavaliers is solid. Boston Celtics, what y'all got?
Regular A. 93.
Not an A93.
93.
93. They know what they need to.
That changed too. It's changed to 90 now.
Yeah.
It changed to man. I'm mad too, bro.
What's a D? Pause.
A D. I need my mic.
Big pause, but I
need my mic.
To know, bro.
This happens every episode, y'all. We just be chilling, talking about sports, talking about basketball, and some crazy innuendo happens, unintentional. It's like this is never scripted. This is never scripted, y'all. What's the
I want to know because I know like people passing like 70s now.
So 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, 60 to 69 nice is a D. That's what it is now.
60?
Yes.
No, that's ridiculous. This is exactly why she's going on in Memphis like that.
Yes.
Hell no. They need to do away with it. Listen, they don't need to throw no D's on no shit no more. D need to be eradicated from the grade book. They don't need to throw no more D's on that.
All these
bro, back in our day, 93 to 100, 85 to was it 86 to 80, 92? It was so condensed, bro.
And we didn't have AI to help, like ChatGPT helping all the youngest with the homework. I'm jealous. I envy y'all.
Anyway,
I'll be honest.
Wait.
I mean, we don't have. Never mind. What I was about to say.
That's why I don't teach no more.
We've been through some shit, dog.
We've been through with those 3 initials. I'm not dealing with the D no more. 3 initials in EA.
Oh man, we'd have been through some things.
So I got a regular A for Boston.
Regular A,
yeah. I got a
not
B.
an A+. Got a B? Okay. Why?
Yeah, I again after last, and so mine is based upon what I saw last season and what I'm seeing now.
That's fair.
And the reason why I say a B is because again, there is another gear that they're just not hitting yet. And I'm going to see it. I just don't. I haven't seen that.
I lose random games, man. I'm like, who y'all losing to? Like, who they lost to the other day? Let me see. It was somebody lost to. I was like,
we've been saying this since the last playoffs, and it's gonna come to a point where maybe this is just them.
Maybe it's, you see what I'm saying? Like, maybe
I'm with it. Because I thought Savage would have gave them a lower grade because based on that, he thought that these niggas want to break the 73-9 record.
I thought
and
so.
They already got 14 losses.
I thought so, but I mean, I guess they're keeping pace with the Cleveland Cavaliers, so I give them an A. It always was an A-. It's kind of like y'all not.
I'm going A-.
I think you know what, A-. A- about right.
Yeah.
To where
just
it's like,
based off of what we thought.
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
That's
they lost to the Kings by like, what was it, 30 or 20, something like that. They lost to the Thunder. They barely beat the Timberwolves. They lose to the Rockets right now. So it's just like, are y'all like coasting? Like y'all good, But I mean, they still number 2 in the East. So it's like
I think that's the context that I needed. Like I think that they are coasting at times, right? Like I feel like Joe's putting in lineups that we're not going to see in the playoffs. Like Sam Hauser being your first person coming off the bench, or Peyton Pritchard being your first person.
What we doing? Just trying some shit out, bro. Next is the New York Knicks. I gave them an A because I feel like the moves they've made have worked out. I mean, Cat's playing like an MVP. So I gave him an A.
I'm with it. Regular A.
I go A-, but I'm fine.
93.
Milwaukee Bucks too. What you got for the Milwaukee Bucks, man? That's one that you get.
I do A-, bro. I do A for the simple fact that they did have a rough beginning of the year. If they didn't have that, me, I'm an analyst, or I'm a real ass analyst. I would have gave him an A, but that's slow start kind of A- them. I give him that.
Yeah, I give them, I'll say a B plus, because this is exactly about where I saw them at anyway. I didn't see them as being the number 1 seed, but I definitely didn't see them being low where they were at to start the season. So they're about at where I imagined them to be at, about a 4 or 5 seed.
I gave them a solid B.
B is like, how the hell I got a high grade?
That's why I asked you first. That's exactly why I asked you first.
So y'all can't talk. I'm still Buck the Bucks. I'm still Buck the Bucks. Don't get it twisted.
I gave them a B, but they the student that slowed out at the beginning of the semester, but they working hard, going to tutoring. You know, they won the NBA Cup. You know what I'm saying?
When the tutorial.
They only going to tutoring because they find a girl that going to the library like on some Coach Carter shit.
And why is that real shit though?
Come on,
bro. So yeah, I gave him a B. It could be a B plus, like Shitty said, but a B is about where I'm at. For them to get an A, you got to get past that third spot, in my opinion. You ain't past New York, and they're not there yet. Indiana Pacers, I gave them a C plus because I feel like they're reaping the benefits of other teams not being good. Like I'm looking at Philly being injured, Orlando being injured. I don't think they're that good. I don't believe it. So I gave him a C plus. I gave him a C plus.
I'm gonna go solid B because they still a top 5 playoff team. I expect them to drop though. But I'm gonna still go. It's solid B, whatever.
They ain't gonna study.
I'm in the B minus realm too. Like there was a streak where they won like 6 or 7 straight games. I mean, when I looked this up, I was like, wait, the Pacers won like 6 or 7 games straight?
They did, yeah.
The hell? But they're too inconsistent. I mean, you never know what you're going to expect from their leader, who is Halliburton. There might be games where he puts up 30 and 10.
It's so weird, bro. It's so weird.
As a point guard, not doing shit.
Which is crazy because didn't he lead the league in assists? Was it last year or one of you? I'm like, and then he had a very low turnover ratio. So I'm just like, dude, what is going on with you? I think he can't figure out if he wants to be a scorer or if he wants to be a pure passer. And they need him to be a pure passer. That's where they're successful at. Yeah. They don't need him scoring 25, 27 points. But we need you to distribute and get everybody else involved. That's going to help them out to get them where they were last year, which, again, they benefit from injury last year, but you still made it that far. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think they need to make a trade. I think they need somebody else in there with them. They already got Spicy P, but I thought they missing something. Yeah. Hey, y'all see who's it? Isaiah Stewart's messing with Miles Turner about him playing with Legos.
Yeah,
that's wild. That's wild, bro.
That was a low blow, man.
That's a very low blow, bro. Like he might be. It's therapeutic to him, man. Chill.
You're right.
It's like me and Toot playing 2K, bro. Like, yeah, chill.
Exactly. Maybe you need to play with Legos. Relax your mind, bro. You testosterone at an all-time high, bro. Go chill.
Man,
smoke a blunt.
Especially Stewart. Stewart, he kind of aggressive. He calm down.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of
Stewart.
Stewart.
Speaking of Stewart.
Detroit Pistons, man. Detroit Pistons. What you
yes,
got?
Sir. B plus, baby. I didn't say play in Pistons at the beginning of the season. I said play off Pistons for a reason. They here. Shout out to him. All-Star Cade Cunningham coming soon to your city. Shout out to the Pistons, man. B plus.
What you got, Shady?
No.
You might hater.
What?
Hater, bro.
Hater, bro.
Okay.
Like what? No. Where were they at last season? Where they at now? That's a motherfucking A.
All right, let's do it.
I'm gonna keep it right like that.
Let's do it.
I gave him a B plus as well. It could have been an A, but they still in that 500 range or close to it. So I'm not quite there yet. I want to see them kind of pull away from 500 to get an A.
True.
But I mean that plus, like you said, it's a plus. Like K, man, K is balling his ass off, man. I'm very happy. As somebody that liked K coming into the draft, I was high on K. I'm glad that he's doing his thing right now. Speaking of K, so you said you like Luka? I remember you talking about this conversation on Twitter. Somebody said he's similar to Luka, or I saw Brandon Roy.
Just the way that he's able to use his body, like he's not the fastest, he's not the quickest, he's not the strongest, but he know damn well how to get to his spots, and he's smooth as hell. He can get rebounds, he can get assists, he can score. I'm not gonna say as will like Luka, but we starting to see what he can become, and the numbers will look kind of Luka's probably in 2-3 years.
Okay. Let's see it. Orlando Magic. So they finally get their boys back. Or they getting back. I still gave them an A. Bro, because I feel like you have treaded water. You could have easily collapsed. You could have easily just been in the basement, but they've still managed to win games. They're like, I think, seventh place right now. And I feel like once Paolo and Franz get their groove and get back consistently playing ball, they're going to move back up in that top 6 range. And they had a good year last year, but they were playing amazing. I mean, Paolo got hurt like first game of the season, but Franz was an all-star. He was supposed to be an all-star this year. He won't be an all-star. But they were playing like all-stars, up to this point. And I was somebody that said they need to trade one of them. I'm like, shit, keep both of them niggas bad. Just in case something happens to one of them, you know what I'm saying? So, but I gave him an A.
This team I gave an A++ too.
Okay.
Because
I'm with it.
What you've noted, what you said, win without Paolo, then have to learn the system with Franz. Then Franz goes down. Suggs has had injuries. Like this team has weathered with their 3, let's say, I'm gonna say the best players, but 3 cornerstones of the franchise, possibly, right? And has weathered the storm, and they are still right now, 6th place, 7th place. They're fighting for their playoff lives, what have you, or in the playoff position. And I can't remember one quote that I've taken from their coach was, "We are enough." Like no matter what, they're gonna roll out the ball and they're gonna play with their 5, no matter who they're going out against. I love that attitude, and for them, to your point, the other guys are gonna find their groove eventually with the other players. A++, because this could have been very different.
Yep, I agree.
I like that y'all answered before me, because I definitely was gonna just like solid B just on the fact of they've had too many injuries, but to y'all point, they've been able to withstand the storm, and shoot, I can rock with that for sure. So I'm gonna go B+, A-. I'm gonna go A-.
That's perfect.
For like I said, they still at 500. Of course, they'll like you said, Savage. Once they get healthy, they'll be right back up with top 4, top 5 teams for sure. Because they only 3 games behind Milwaukee for the 4th seed. So that can easily change by next week, 2 weeks.
Yep.
So I respect that.
Next up, Miami Heat. I mean, we talked about Jimmy.
Whatever she say.
Whatever she. Yep.
Whatever she say.
Yeah. Sheedy, go ahead.
You go, yeah, bro. Whatever your grade, bro.
Is it an F? F-? I don't.
NA.
It's got to be a CP. CD, coach's decision. CD. I'm going to give him. I gave him a C+, because I believe there's stints where we could have played better in the sense that we have overcome as well. And I think a lot of this Jimmy Butler thing has clouded what we could have been doing for this season. Tyler Hero stepped up, but we've lost. We're the team. We don't necessarily win games by like 10, 12. Like we don't win by big margins, and we just have yet to figure that out over these past couple of years. And so to me, I'm going to give him a C+. I wholeheartedly believe after February 6th, I can go up or down, but this is a middle of the pack team, average, and that's it. I can't really give them more than that. You're missing your best player, but oh well.
C+ it is.
I gave him a C-, just because of the Jimmy Butler situation. It could have been a D, honestly, because I'm just like, man, because this is the most toxic Miami Heat environment I've ever seen in my time watching the Miami Heat, and I said C- out of respect, to be honest, out of respect for the Miami Heat culture. So, but C+, hey, I acknowledge that.
It's definitely it's in the basement. We walking up the stairs.
Yeah, definitely. Atlanta Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks.
I want to hear what y'all say about Atlanta Hawks.
Go ahead, too. Because I don't think you just said anything about Heat, so go ahead, too. My fault.
I'm going to go solid B. Solid B. They're right where I kind of expected them for the season. Trae Young scoring numbers are down, but he's leading the league in assists, so you got to appreciate that. Jalen Johnson taking his next step. They got a lot of good players at the same positions that I'm expecting them to make some kind of move, hopefully in the trade deadline. But other than that, like a solid B. Ricochet, again, he coming in the form.
Man, Ricochet.
Yeah, no, that is Zach Ricochet. That's how you said it.
It's Ricochet, not Ricochet.
Ricochet, yeah.
Ricochet
is
the wrestler.
God damn it.
Ricochet.
You're right. Ricochet.
Man, look, see?
Look. You married out.
Look, Ricochet ain't nice, good looking women.
You are absolutely Ricochet. Yep, Zachary. Shout out to him. 10.5 points coming to his own. But again, he got players in his position that's getting a lot more PT than him right now. But they're coming in the form, man. Solid B for the Hawks for me.
I gave him a C. It's an average year for the Hawks. It's an average year. Nothing too spectacular. It's about where I had them at, which is bad because I expected a little bit more from their draft pick. He's the number 1 pick, so let him do his thing. I just gave him a C because I'm just like, it's not terrible, it's not great. It's just kind of like the Hawks.
Yeah. So I gave him a B. It's just this is who they are. Like, but if I give them an A, it's because they're in the 6th seed. To be honest, to be honest, this is the middle of the pack team. Quinn Snyder's doing a great job with coaching and putting players in good positions with all the wings that he got, all them from lemon pepper wings he got. So I keep it at
that. Next up, Chicago Bulls. This is another year at the 10th spot, man. This is another year with the same shit. They apparently acknowledge that they open for business with any and everybody except for Buzelis. Which they should be, because I'm like, that's the only guy you got to build something off of, to be honest. Well, I said Giddey had a good year too. Giddey been playing well, even though he kind of weird. I gave him a D- though, man, because I feel like you have to get out of this weird 9-10 spot range. They've been doing this for since Jimmy left. I feel like, and I don't think they should trade for Jimmy. That'll be even worse. You adding that to your equation? Nah, I just gave him a D- because I'm tired of them being in this spot. Either be terrible or compete like you did with D Rose and Joakim Noah and all them.
I would give them a C, man. And honestly, if it was a young up and coming team that I can be a general manager of, the Bulls would be in my top 3. For the simple fact of they got pieces that can make championship contenders, and they got young pieces. They got, to my understanding, draft picks as well. But they got a lot of young pieces that I would like to help bring talent to this city. Unfortunately, their general manager don't think the same way as I do, because Zach LaVine would have been traded. Vucevic Bane averaging 2010, another 2010 season from him, but he still ain't getting the respect he deserved. Josh P. Giddey doing his thing, a couple triple doubles over the season. Lonzo Ball finally coming back in the form. I'm a big Kobe White fan, and he had 19 points a game. Like, who would have thought Kobe White averaging 19 points a game? Like, they got a lot of good young pieces. They just can't. They can't bring no talent in because they're trying to keep the talent there that the talent should have been gone. But still on the court, I'm gonna give them a C right now. I don't expect them to move too high or too low. Playing team at the best.
Yeah, I agree with the C. The reason why they can't bring nobody in is because they're paying motherfuckers way too much money.
True.
Now I'll just leave it at that. They're CT.
C, okay. Curious about this one, man. Philadelphia 76ers. They were riddled with injury for much of the first part of the year. So their position is not necessarily their fault. But what do y'all think, what do y'all give them as far as a grade?
I'm going D for the fact of coming into the season. I said that even with the injuries, their roster would still be able to keep afloat, at least in the play-ins. I mean, and they're right there. Their game outside of play, which I guess will be true. But I expect a way better performance from still the players outside of Joel Embiid, because we know Joel Embiid, his leg's pretty much done for. Expect them to try to at least be in the playoffs. But for everybody else, the Paul Georges of the world, what the hell are you doing, bro? You wearing number 8 and talk about bringing that Kobe energy, which I got a problem with that, bro. If you're going to bring any player that got number 8 or 24 talking about Kobe energy, you better be bringing that Kobe energy. And he ain't done that, so I might actually go D- for the Sixers. For the simple fact of Paul George disrespecting the late, great Kobe Bryant. D- me.
In his hometown, too.
Yeah, it's not like disrespectful. You disrespectful as hell, Paul George. Come on, dog.
He's playing a little bit better recently. A little bit better.
Yeah.
A little bit. I gave him a D as well, man. The opportunity is in front of them, but considering everything that's happened, this is not an ideal year for them, for the franchise. They were expecting to be a top 1, 2, 3 seed, and you in the basement of the Eastern Conference That's just nah. I'm not. Because you also brought in free agents. You brought in Caleb Martin. You brought in the guy from France who dunked on LeBron. Like you brought in pieces that you wanted to lock in with. And even if you're missing, Joel or Paul George or Maxey for certain games, you still got to compete. Still got to play well. They just don't play well. They've been losing games left and right up until this point. So I gave them a D. It could increase depending on how they play this last half of the season, but until then, it's a D for me.
Yeah, I'm with the grade of a D. I didn't know how I was going to say that. I had to slow down my words before I had to say no Diddy after that. But I'm also still on to tell you that if this team makes the play-in tournament and they have the 8th seed,
should they just beat Cleveland? I was like, what? Okay, I see.
Just saying that right now, but as it stands right now, I'm a Dudley boys 3D.
Shout out to it. Brooklyn Nets, I gave him an F. I ain't gonna explain why.
Yeah, F for everybody else.
I gave him an F. I don't even want to talk about it.
F for everybody else on my side. F minus the Wizards. Yeah, F minus.
So you Wizards, okay. So Brooklyn got an FC. What you give Brooklyn Nets?
I mean, what can you give them? What are they doing?
I can't tell you.
What are they doing?
I could tell you. I gave Toronto a D. I feel like they play hard. They just ain't good.
Yeah.
I feel like that for the Hornets.
I gave the Hornets a C minus actually.
Okay.
I feel like the product.
C minus.
I feel like the product looks better. They just suck. They just need a veteran in there.
I'm with it.
Like LaMelo's having a good year. I think B. Miller's before he got hurt was playing well. Mark Williams looks great. So I'm just like, y'all have the pieces. It's time to get a veteran to get thrown into the mix, man.
I like that. I see minus with you with the Hornets.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely gave the Hornets because I like what the Hornets were doing at the beginning of the season. So
true.
So C minus for the Hornets. All right. I actually gave Washington a B because I mean they tanking and they doing the right thing. They doing the right thing. Like, what you want them to do? Plant the flag,
all
bro.
on board.
Plant the flag. Hey, I gave a B. Y'all doing the right thing.
He said, plant the flag. I like it, bro.
Plant the flag, bro. Plant the flag. Capture the flag. Wave the flag. Do whatever you got to do with the flag, bro. Just make sure
the Wizards have shown you who they are. Like they're not getting any better. They're gonna keep tanking. They're gonna keep getting this good or bad pick, whatever.
You're still employing Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma.
No, I was just about to say.
I know what you're doing, Watson.
Let me see. Jordan Poole averaging 21 a game. Shout out to him. I just had to see. Yeah, 20 points a game.
Almost 25. It's a little close.
Ain't no damn 25. He put a nice little 40 piece on the Warriors, though. Draymond talking about some I'm still sorry. Nigga, that shit off with.
I ain't even bring up on the podcast. I don't care about this stuff. Like, y'all wrap it up. Y'all wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right, let's go West, man.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, what else can you give them? A+, man. They literally do everything perfectly except beat the Dallas Mavericks. They draft well. They develop well. They coach well. Off-season signings going well. This is like the only thing you cannot do is beat Dallas. That's the only thing they can't do. So I gave him A+.
That's without Luka too, I think.
Yeah, without Luka. With scraps.
Damn.
That's a kryptonite, man. It's Dallas. Like I saw it last year. That's kryptonite.
Interesting.
Another team that don't want to be in the 8th seed. If they just stay pat and they play OKC round 1.
Hey, I love to see it. I'm here for it, Chidi.
Because, but look, I mean, we'll get there. But like, Derek Lively is hurt too. You don't want to rush a big man back.
Maxi Kleber just got hurt. Hurt his foot.
Exactly. Like they're hurt all around. Rest them.
And that was y'all gonna trade Gafford too. I'm happy they didn't.
Yep.
I'm happy they didn't.
We'll keep an eye on that, man.
A+++++++.
Houston Rockets, another A+ for me.
A+.
I wouldn't touch anything in Houston. I would just leave it as is. Don't get
They do not have a problem.
Yep.
Just a lot of young players that ain't getting PT, which is still a good problem to have.
Bro, Reed Shepard ain't playing. That's crazy to me.
That's insane.
Reed Shepard is not playing. Ahmed Thompson is turning all the way up. Nah.
Turn my boy up, man. Turn my boy up. They don't need Jabari Smith back in that star lineup. Shit, he expendable at this point.
Man, low key.
Turn my boy up.
Low key, man. Low key. Memphis Grizzlies. I gave him an A.
Hey.
I mean, so here's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I had them in the 6th spot at the beginning of the season. I said 6 is about where I would have them because I feel like they're gonna have injuries. They're gonna be inconsistent. Janky Jenkins to Took's point.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've been relatively healthy. Their players are coming back playing well. Despite what social media says about Zach Edey, I'm okay with how they're deploying Zach Edey. I feel like as long as you're winning, it's fine. He's a rookie. He's not gonna be perfect every single game. He's not scoring 20 and 10 every single game. He don't get the ball enough. You got Ja, Bane, and Jaren. They're gonna score 20 at some point themselves. So not everybody can get 20, because if everybody get 20, we get 200 points. That don't happen in the NBA. But I mean, for them to basically be starting two rookies in Jalen Wells, who's rookie of the year in my opinion, and Zach Edey, and in 3 spot, that's an A in my opinion. Not an A plus because you not the top 2 seeds and you lost to the Rockets 3 times. You got blown out by OKC, who is supposed to be your peer. I gave him an A.
I gave him an A for the simple fact of, everything you just said for sure. I was a fan of Jalen Wells coming into this season, but I didn't expect to say Jalen Wells as a potential rookie of the year. I'd be straight up with that one. I knew he'd be a nice role player, could probably take a Luke Kennard spot or, Jake LaRavia spot or something like that, which he's done. But he's doing the damn thing. I'm getting tired of y'all basketball trolls on Twitter talking about Zach Edey ain't getting the ball enough. Go play a game of 2K and you'll see why Zach Edey ain't getting the ball enough. But in that, Janky Jenkins still doing this thing, I guess. Playoff time me for Janky Jenkins for me to remove.
That's where I'm at too. Yep.
I'm with that, but regular season, Ja going out, y'all still going crazy. Scottie Pippen Jr. still doing this thing, backup point guard. I like this team. I like this Grizz team, but again, this ain't a team I'm expecting to see in the regular season. I want to see them in the playoffs, and I want to see Ja redemption story take his next step.
I don't know. Yes, I'm along with the A, so to speak. First of all, I want to give kudos to Jaren Jackson Jr. For the season that he's having. For whatever issues they may have, Jaren Jackson Jr. has been a solid person that they can lean on, whether it's scoring or just being there defensively for them. I want to give up to him and how he's put them in the position to be in the number 3 seed when Ja's not there, when Bane's not having a good night. The thing that makes me give them an A is when Jenkins is getting these quality out of players that didn't get drafted by anyone else, like a Scottie Pippen Jr. who scored. Didn't he have a 30-point game against somebody? Jalen Wells stepping
triple-double.
Triple-double. My fault. Yeah. And all these other players, I have to give them an A with that because it's not a consistent person. When you don't know who is going to give you 30 a night, that's a dangerous thing to be a part of.
Agreed.
For sure. Denver Nuggets. I want to say A minus. Because I feel like they could be better, but at the same time, they don't have their championship roster like they had with better players. So I still gave them an A, man. I feel like this team you don't want to see in the playoffs. I feel like you don't want to see this team in the playoffs. And they're at a perfect spot right now because they would technically play the Lakers, and they see the Lakers, and it'd be barbecue chicken every time. Jokic, I can't begin to explain Nikola Jokic, bro. Bro had a full court. He pushed that joint, bro. He had a 30, 20, 15 triple. I can't explain it. So can
Jokic be the best quarterback in the city right now?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
In Denver?
Outside of Shador.
Yes. Yes, he can. He can be better than Bo Nix. Look, he can do whatever he want to do, bro. If I'm hey, do you, bro? Go kiss your horses. Go do the Kentucky Derby.
Nah, he do that.
Whatever you want to do, bro, just do you. Yeah, that ain't for me, man.
I'm gonna go with your A minus, bro. A minus.
I gotta give him A plus.
Okay.
My plus happens because Russell Westbrook has struggled on teams before this, and now you have unlocked a top 75 player again that's hungry, who still wants a championship ring. I'm giving them an A plus. Mike Malone's doing what he needs to be doing, and putting him in the right lineups. So give him A plus.
Ain't mad at it.
I like it.
Ain't mad. Y'all Los Angeles Lakers, man.
I mean,
what y'all got?
Solid B plus for me. I mean, they're still a top 5 team in the Western Conference, regardless of the talent they don't and do have. Get AD a center. He said he want a big man. He's been asking for that for the last 2 years. Damn it, get him a center, please and thank you. But B plus, man, they still, like I said, top 5 team in the Western Conference. Brown, 40 years old, still doing crazy shit.
40, bro, it's crazy, man.
40 years old, like
triple doubles.
I can't, I think at this point, the most disrespectful thing I can still say LeBron is he the second best player of all time, even if that's disrespect, But shout out to LeBron, bro.
If they make a trade for a center, I don't know how I would feel. For now, the grade I'll give him is a B plus. And the reason why I say I know Anthony Davis came out, told Shams, whoever it was, that they need one a center. But if that was the case, then you should have did that before you got Dorian Finney-Smith, to be in my humble opinion. Because now if you go and now get a center with Dorian Finney-Smith, unless that center is a scoring threat, then what the hell are we going to do with the Lakers? You just going to put everything on LeBron and AD's shoulders to score at all times? That ain't going to work. A starting line with Dorian Finney-Smith, LeBron at the point, AD at the 4, Reed. Whoever at the 5, whoever at the 3, Austin Reed. Who is scared of scoring against y'all? I mean, scoring against y'all might be a little bit difficult, but I don't care about y'all on defense. No matter.
I gave him a B. I just feel like they marginally overachieved a little bit. They've won more games than they've lost. I say that. I can't do my Darvin Ham record and JJ Redick record anymore because he surpassed it.
Come on now.
But I give them a B because I feel like they themselves want to compete, and I still don't think they can compete. I don't believe it. So I give them a B, solid B. LA Clippers, I mean, I gave them an A because I feel like they have overachieved. They've overachieved tremendously from what was expected of them. They're supposed to be in the basement. They're not in the basement. They are actually in the playoffs. And James Harden or Norman Powell deserves to be an all-star. I talked about it for the past 2 episodes, and I feel like that should be the case.
Be ready to be disappointed.
If we don't get James Harden gonna make it. James Harden's going to make it, but if Norman Powell does not make it, I might flip tables. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might turn to Jesus.
Which one? You better pick your choice of whichever got the highest chance, because you be ready to be disappointed.
If Norman Powell is not an all-star, I'll be pissed. That man hoping, bro. I'm gonna be pissed being an all-star.
Yeah, because he averaged like 24 a game or something like that.
Norman Powell, he's 31 years old. He came out of nowhere, averaged 24 points. Not out of nowhere, but like to be the guy. Like, come on, man.
Addition through subtraction, bro, is one of the greatest things I've ever seen on a hoodie this year. Shout out to Clippers, shout out to Ty Lue, Van Gundy, and everybody else on that coaching staff. They're doing what they need to do with that. And James Harden, for sure, needs to be in there. I don't know. They probably won't give it to Norman Powell, unfortunately. So if I have to choose one of the two, I'm going to go James Harden.
I give B plus, man. I know I've been hard on the Clippers all season, but they play good. They playing all right basketball, man.
I'm gonna peel that grade, man. I'm peeling that grade.
B plus.
That's an A.
I mean, shout out to him, bro. Shout out to him, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. But be ready. Be ready to. The B stand for be ready to be disappointed.
It's Thursday. It's Thursday. If I don't see Norman Powell's name as an All-Star reserve, I'm going to be upset. I'll be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed for Norman Powell.
All right.
And somebody, I hate the Clippers. Y'all saying I hate the Clippers. I don't like them. I've hated the Clippers for a long time, and you got me advocating for them. That's crazy.
All right.
That's wild, bro. Minnesota Timberwolves, I gave them a C. I feel like they're not that good offensively. They're good on defense, but not on offense. And I don't see that boding well for the playoffs. And so they're taking an obvious step back in trading for Julius Randle. And it hasn't really helped them get to where they're trying to get to. They want to be a top 4 seed. I think people went to this season expecting that before the Julius Randle trade, and then the trade happened, and it's just like that throws off the whole dynamic of the team. So I gave them a C. I don't think it's gonna get any better for them. They probably stuck in this spot for a while.
Go ahead, Sheedy.
I gave him a B minus. I was leaning a little bit closer to a B than a B minus. And my rationale behind that is, yes, the trade fucked them over. Let's just call it what it is. It just really fucked them over. And lately, though, they've been playing better basketball. Another team that had a very rocky start, like the Milwaukee Bucks. But this is also a team that I think we all expect to be, to your point, top 4, top 5 seed at least, based upon what they did last year. Who we know how big that trade was for Karl-Anthony Towns and Julius Randle, how much that messed up the dynamic. That's also putting Finch in a very big pickle because it's like, okay, well, what we do now? DiVincenzo's not producing, by the way. I think he's had like a night or two where he's been a leading scorer, but I'm not scared of him coming off the bench.
I'm gonna go C plus, man. I expected a lot more out of the Timberwolves coming into the season. They're finally starting to play a little bit better, which I guess the chemistry is finally getting going. I expect, honestly, by the end of the season for us to have a higher grade for the Timberwolves. I'm gonna still hold high to that. Do I think the trade effed them over as much as y'all do? Because y'all didn't like the trade from the get-go, which I can understand. But I still like the trade. And it's taking a minute for them to get going. But like I said, at the end of the season, I think this C plus will be a B, B plus. Hopefully.
Okay. Your Phoenix Suns too. What you got for them?
Should I F because they still want to fix the speakers in the footprint center? Bro, no, I'm telling you, bro, I done been to stadiums. I done been to a lot of home games for different NBA teams, bro. They by far got the worst sound system in the fix it, please. But on the court with the players, I'm gonna get them a C plus as well, bro. It's like it's some night I'm watching the Suns and it's just like they just dare to hoop and get their paycheck, which KD is 37, 38, which he deserves that, right? But as far as like the Devin Bookers and everybody else is like, what's going on, bro?
What happened to Devin Booker, bro? What happened to him? I mean, I know what happened, but like, what's going on? He don't feel like a top shooting guard no more. It's just like he's just there.
You see what I'm saying?
He was number 1 shooting guard in the league after that Suns and Bucks NBA Finals. Like he was supposed to be taking that next level. And to some extent he did, but then it's just like KD gets there and it just kind of just changes his whole trajectory, bro.
I mean, I can't explain that. Like he not career low, season low in points from last season. Not career low, no, season low. Hold on, 25 and a half. He ain't averaged 25 and a half since 27, 28. So that let me see. Assist numbers a little down, rebound numbers a little down. I mean, I don't know, bro. And we can put the blame on Devin Booker if we want because he's supposed to be the star of the team. But again, this Suns supposed to be playing way better. You can blame it on them trying to get Brad Beal out, maybe. But I expect more out of the Suns regardless.
What you actually?
Yeah, I'm with y'all. Listen. I said at the beginning of the season, if the Suns don't make the finals this season, it's fucking over with for them. Yeah. I'm over it. Like y'all should not be, regardless of who is the talent, like who is the alpha male, who is who. Kevin Durant, if he's an all-star starter, which yes or no, and Devin Booker again, who is he anymore? You got Bradley Beal coming off the bench. I just expect a lot more from this team. It's just not happening again. But we've said this. Okay, you got Tyus Jones, but like, who is this team?
Yeah,
like
a pickup team. It's like
it's an AAU thing.
Yeah, roll the ball out. And we just gonna
come on, you play, you come play, you come play, and they just haven't been able to figure it out, and they're not going to be able to. KD ain't staying for this. The only person that's going to stay is going to be Booker.
I don't know. I said it last year. If I'm Booker and I go through another year of this bullshit, I'm looking at the new owner like this ain't what I signed up for, bro. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up to be. I mean, I was just in the finals when it was just me and Chris Paul and Aiden. Like I was in the finals with the I don't care bear, bro. I don't need Kevin Durant to go to the finals. I didn't sign up for this. You made this happen by bringing in KD. You brought in Brad Beal. I wanted to be cool, but the new owner wanted to mix some stuff up, get his players in here, do his thing, and now it's like it's not. This ain't the move, bro. So if I'm Booker, I'd be like, look, get me out of here. I can do that. I've been paid. I got my money. Somebody gonna want Booker. Somebody will take Booker right now. I take Booker right now, just to be.
If y'all want Jimmy,
that
it ain't gonna work.
But speaking of disappointments in All-Star, Phoenix, be ready for Devin Booker not to be an All-Star.
Nope.
It's based on our list from last week. He's not gonna be an All-Star.
He ain't gonna be an All-Star.
Nope. It's crazy, bro.
25 a game, he won't be an All-Star. It's just
crazy.
Can't do it. Can't do it, bro. Cannot do it. Dallas Mavericks. I gave him a B. All things considered, with Luka's injury, they still compete. They still hang around. Nobody wants to see the team that made the playoffs. Nobody wants to see Luka and Kyrie in there. They don't want to see it. To Sheedy's point earlier, if they get a first round matchup with OKC, I don't bet no more. I might.
Damn, they beat the Wizards by 30.
I'm saying, like,
they beat the Wizards by 30.
No, the A Wizards.
Man.
I gave him a B though, which I give Dallas.
Same, just because like going through the injuries they're going through, man. They still kind of put up a fight against the Celtics the other night. But again, like I said about the 76ers, Jason Kidd, Mark Cuban organization, listen, just tread water. Make it to the play-in scenario. Don't even worry about the playoffs. Just make it to the play-in scenario healthy.
Damn. Clay got set 23 at half.
23 at the half. Against the Wizards. That's it. They ain't doing nothing else.
Got to be the worst team I've seen constructed. But again, if I am the Mavericks, I don't mind playing the winner as it stands right now, the winner of a Nuggets-Lakers series, fully healthy. Because you're still missing Derek Lively right now too. Lob threat, defensive post presence as well. Just rest easy, man. B.
I'm gonna go B as well. Literally everything I just said, but like I said, they still there. Literally, they 9 seed, half a game out for the 7 seed. So I mean, you doing what you can ask for a team that's not only star player that's been injured for damn near a month now, but like I said, you lose 2 big guys. But they still going, and like I said, they beating the heck out of the Wizards. If it's any team that Clay gonna get 20 points against. Oh, I'm sorry, Cleveland. It's crazy.
He ain't Golden State again, bro.
Man. He saw Poole put up 40 against his old team, bro.
Let me get some of that.
I'll get you back, boy. I'll get you back.
Sacramento Kings. I gave them a C. They're kind of coming back down to earth a little bit after that first hot start with Doug Christie as a coach. They still have not addressed big man, and I will continue to say that whenever I bring up the Sacramento Kings. Get you a big man, bro. I gave him a C.
Cheaty, it's your team.
I think it would be fair to say C. I'm actually more of the B plus range with them. As I think it's a combination of 2 different seasons for them. You have the pre and post Mike Brown era. Pre Mike Brown wasn't happening. But that Doug Christie since December 27th, they went on like a 7-game winning streak. And they lost and then won another 3. Like, this team has actually been really good underneath Doug Christie. And sometimes it takes those things to happen. I agree. They still have not addressed the big man issue. I don't think they ever will. But for what they've given since the firing of Mike Brown, if I'm just doing it strictly off of that, I'm actually going to give them more of an A-. Okay. However, overall grade, I'll give a B.
Okay.
I give them because they kind of where we kind of expected, or at least I did.
For
the
true.
Season. So I give them a B, solid B. Like I said, the fireman Mike Brown got them playing a little bit better, but still systematically, Savage been begging for them to get a big man the last 2 years.
3
years. Right there with 3 years, excuse me. Since we started the pod. And
literally.
They haven't done so. So I mean, it's hard for me to go B plus A minus with that, especially like system. But they playing good basketball as of late, and again, still a play-in team. Why not, bro? Why not?
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Golden State Warriors. I gave them an F, bro. I'm sorry. This team,
bro, you a hater?
Ass, bro. They ass. They look. What do the Golden State Warriors want to do? They want to compete for an NBA championship. Are they in any position to compete for an NBA championship? No. Are they going to make the play-in? No. Everybody is healthy, right? Yes. Steph Curry is by himself. He has Buddy Hield has been terrible. Draymond Green is not the same Draymond Green anymore. Kuminga is just there. Like the players they acquired from like the draft or free agency. They want to compete. They only have one objective: titles. Mike Dunleavy was supposed to continue what the previous GM was supposed to do, and he's not doing that. The team is like, this product is terrible. This is a terrible product. To me, it's an F, bro. Like, I expected at least. I ain't saying they had to be a top 4 seed, but y'all they losing games left and right. It's bad. It's terrible. And not that Steph Curry can't improve like next year or down the road. Like, I would be crazy to think that he can't get back into a groove. But right now, with what's around him and what they expect, it's an L for me, man. I'm sorry. It can't get nothing higher than that. From what the gold standard franchise, what I call them, right now they're looking like bronze right now.
Damn, that's so messed up. Because, like, I'm with you. Like, as far as, like, being one of the only teams to really have full, outside of De'Anthony Melton, I mean, they've been pretty healthy. They've been pretty healthy. And, like, they had a really, really good, strong start of the season, and they just fell all the way down. I'm going to give them a C+ for the simple fact that they did start off strong, and they're still, a game out of the play-in spot still. Do I expect them to make the play-in spot? I actually still do. Because I expect Dunleavy to get off his ass and actually get Steph Curry some help. I know that we've had
1 week.
They got a week, and this gonna let me know I'm not gonna say the future of the franchise is on the line right here, but the future of the franchise is on the line right here because of the names that you could have been gotten. Like, they could have got a Lauri Markkanen, and I think Draymond's like, nah, don't send the pieces out when you should have sent the pieces out. I think they could have got a Brandon Ingram by now. I think they could have got a Zach LaVine by now. I think they should be into the Jimmy Butler sweepstakes if they ain't already. But it's just a matter of Dunleavy. What are you gonna do? And he, like I said, as soon as Dunleavy was appointed as a general manager team, I said he wasn't even that good as a player. So
he did say
that. You kind of showing your cards as a GM first year, buddy. I mean, I know it's your first year, but get off your ass and do something, bro. Savage gave you an F, and I can't, for all the points that you just said, I can't go against it. You absolutely right. But am I going to sit here and give, one of my favorite teams an F? For biasness, I can't. But Sheedy, if you want to give him an F as well, I definitely understand.
Hey, real quick too. This relates to you and your boy Daryl Morey. I'm seeing.
Hey, dog.
I follow a lot of Philly fans. They talking about letting go of Daryl Morey and getting your guy Bob Myers as GM.
I mean, shit. They trying to get all the gold in Philly, bro. Shout out to your Eagles. I'm surprised you ain't said nothing about them yet. But Daryl, my God, Daryl Moore, how dare you? How dare you?
Man, I struggle with this one too. I actually was between a C- and an F.
If you say F, I get it. I can't go against Savage, but I can't. He said I can't.
Let me just throw a few things out about the Warriors. One, again, we all know that they had a strong start at 12-3. And for them to have a strong start at 12-3 and to be where they're at now is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. When this team loses, they lose in bunches. They don't lose like 1 game, 2 games. They're losing 3, 4, 7 in a row. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, damn, y'all can't find nothing to get it together. And I think Draymond shot him in the foot with saying, hey, we're not going to trade our assets now to go get someone right now to win now. Mm-hmm. Listen, all intents and purposes, God does not allow everyone to see tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So if you got the opportunity to do it today, motherfucker, do that today. As I'm understanding about the organization, I hear you, but listen, what if something were to happen to Steph Curry and he doesn't have the same jump shot? If he breaks his wrist all of a sudden and now his shooting motion is not the same, now you're going to wish you would have traded for Lauri Markkanen or Zach LaVine. Mm-hmm. On top of that, who is Buddy Hield now? Like, at the beginning of the season, he was scoring 20 plus. I ain't seen him score over 20 in years.
He was hooping. Bro was hooping, bro. He was hooping against. Now he is trash. He is.
Yes, he's right back.
It's bad, bro. It's so
right
bad.
Back to the Pacers, Buddy Hield, or the 76ers, Buddy Hield, whoever Buddy Hield you want to have. And so with that,
God damn it.
I'm telling you,
bro. Hold on, dog.
I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Last time he had 20 points, he had 27 against the Timberwolves, and this is December 8th.
December 8th, bro. That's almost 2 months ago. 2 months ago, bro.
Man, I can't say nothing. Like 17, 18 a couple times, but it's
because think about it. Who else scoring 20 for the Warriors right now? Who? Kuminga, Steph,
rarely.
And Wiggins at 17, Kuminga at 17. They again damn near the same player. So trade one of them. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's an F for me, man. It's an F. It's an F.
Yeah.
They got to figure that shit out, man. I feel like they got to do something. You can't just sit here and chill. February 6th. You cannot do that. If they do that, bro, it's an FF for me.
I may be with you, bro. Especially when I make the playoffs. In the season, I'll be with you.
San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs. I'm not like too disappointed, but I'm kind of disappointed about where they are because I had them to be at least in the play-in area. I expected Chris Paul to kind of help out with Wemby offensively, and Wemby is still doing his like perimeter scoring type of deal. So I gave him a C minus. KG came out with a video and said that Wemby didn't stay on American soil over the summer and just play at UCLA for those summer runs with like the college players, the veteran players, and kind of get on that Giannis physical workout plan to kind of work on his body, get stronger, and utilize the post and work your way inside out with the scoring. I definitely agree with KG. It's KG. This is one of the best players of all time. Who knows what it means to go from skinny frame to a little bit of muscle on your body to being one of the best defensive players of all time. So I gave him a C minus. It can get better. They still within reach of the play in, but from what I expected, I'm kind of disappointed in San Antonio right now.
I appreciate that. What you think, Sheedy?
I'm not disappointed with the Spurs. And with that, I give them a B. My B comes because they're also missing one of the greatest minds right now.
Yeah,
facts.
With Greg Popovich, and I think as a little bit of coaching has to go into this because of one is one of the greatest basketball minds that ever lived in the game and coached the game. And what could he have done a little bit differently to assert, to your point, Chris Paul and Wemby, excuse me, and the rest of those players, to be honest, because when they're clicking, they're clicking. And another team that you don't know who's going to score what, but I'm going to give them a B with out of great respect to Coach Pop, and I hope everything gets better for him as well. As I know he's still battling and coming back from that stroke as well.
Rashida, that's a real good point. I'm gonna go literally with you as B. Savage, I thought you would have been higher because like you've definitely been on Wemby, but I appreciate what you said about what's going on because I'm looking at the numbers and I'm with you. Like I thought Wemby would have been higher than 25 points a game and he had 4.5. His 3-point shooting is like he averaged 5.5 3-point attempts last season. Coming in this season, we had 9. So
it's too much, man. It's too much, man.
Too much. You shooting damn near 10 3 a game, and you the tallest player in the league, damn near.
Right.
Like get your ass in that paint. But I appreciate what you did with bringing up the Kevin Garnett, not only statement but analogy as well. Because when KG came in, a young high schooler, you know, soaking wet, maybe 200 pounds, but he built that body, he built that mindset, and you know, playing ball in America, that'll do that to you for sure. So Wemby, stay in America if you can. And continue to grow because you already got the game. The game gonna come to you easy. Now it's time to get into the body and the mindset of being an actual, not only NBA player, but an NBA star because you got it. He got everything.
Yep. And he's gonna be an all-star this year. So it's like, you know, you got the opportunity to network with these players and like, hey man, come run with me this summer. Like, do a little 5-on-5 up at the college, man. So we'll see. We'll see how it does. I mean, he might play over there in France, but I need him to get some weight on him for real. So he got to work inside out. I'm like I said, he's too tall to be shooting 9 threes a game, bro. That's like Anthony Edwards, bro. Go get your ass in that block, bro. Get a fadeaway or something. You can't block a 7'5" fadeaway. I just don't understand why he don't do that. Portland Trailblazers. I gave him a D. They're just a real blah team to me, man. They ain't traded Anthony Simons yet.
Free Scoot.
Scoot still is he come off the bench still? I think he'll come off the bench.
Okay, I feel like Scoot had a game recently.
He had a good game.
He's having good games recently.
He has good games, but it's just they got to get past the Anthony Simons thing. Like, just give Scoot the keys. Let him at least try to be the guy for 1 year, and just go from there. Get Simons Simons is the one that needs to be gone somewhere. Like today, it's like off-brand Zach LaVine. Like, get that man somewhere else where he can just score.
True.
Yeah, I gave him a D. What y'all give him?
See, what am I to expect from the Trailblazers? Like, I didn't expect them to be better than where they're at. I didn't expect them to be kind of worse. So, I feel like I have a little bit more fight this year, so hence my C.
I see it too, Sheedy. I see it a little bit more fight of them as well. Even though I don't care, Bear. He averaging a double, so it's a little bit more fight. But I'm going D for sure. Maybe a D- for the simple fact of my dog Scoot need to be free, bro. I see the potential. If anybody else don't see the Scoot Henderson potential, I see it. They need to free him so he can go to a better team, dog. Free Scoot, free my dog, bro.
I'm gonna give DeAndre Ayton some credit. He's averaging 1 block per game.
There we go.
Praise God.
I think
he averaging 1 block. Because in previous years he averaged point. What was it?
He didn't do it in
Phoenix. 0.8, 0.7. Like give me 1 block per game. I need 1 per game. You 7 feet tall. Hold your hands up, please. Just hold your hands up.
North and south.
New Orleans Pelicans. I gave him an F, man. This is a straight up F. This is a terrible franchise. Zion getting suspended for random shit. What he get suspended for? Coming to a meeting late. Something happened that he just got suspended. The offseason moves hasn't panned out. You brought in DeJounte Murray. I thought that would help. It didn't. Brandon Ingram is still there. CJ McCollum is still there. If they don't blow it up February 6th, it's an FF for me. What are y'all doing?
F.
New Orleans.
Trey Murphy averaging 20 points a game, though. Shout out to him.
Somebody got to score.
Somebody got to shoot because the niggas be hurt. All them niggas do not play. Shit, ain't Herb Jones hurt too? Somebody just got hurt recently.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about this team. F.
Yeah, poverty franchise, bro.
Literally poverty franchise. They down there playing in the snow. There's some weird shit going on in New Orleans.
Oh shit! What's up, Miami? Damn, what a comeback! Sorry.
No, you good.
Hey.
Last but not least, Utah Jazz. I gave him a C. It's again, plant the flag. Plant the flag. He going to Utah with the white folks, or he going to the nation's capital with the red, white, and blue folks. Well, I mean, they're black in DC, but red, white, and blue folks.
Red, white, blue. I feel it, bro. I feel it.
I gave him a C.